Hello everyone, welcome back to WV Blacksmithing. I was asked to show you guys my anvil, my main bridge anvil today. Well, not necessarily today. I've been asked the past couple of days as I upload videos and actually show work being done on here by a few people, and in the past I have been asked. Now, I used to have a video showing this thing whenever I first got it. I think it was the exact day that I got it. I think it was March 10th. I know for sure it was March, but it was March 10th, I believe, in 2019. So I've had this thing for a year and a couple months. So here it is. I'm going to do a walk around. I'm not going to go into too big a detail. It's a large anvil. For reference, this is a 3-pound Wahlberg forged rounding hammer. So there's that. This is a pair of 16-inch farrier's tongs, if that also helps. So this anvil is 475 pounds. It was weighed with one of those big electromagnets. This is a bridge anvil. It's more commonly referred to as a railroad anvil because it was used, or well, most of them were used in rail shops, like railway shops, rail yards, whatever you want to call them. They were used to forge pieces for trains, repair pieces for trains, for the railroad usage. They were used in other big industrial shops, giant foundries. They were used in shipyards, stuff like that. Just big industrial shops used for big industrial type forging. There's really old videos from like the early 1900s, I believe, where they were forge welding massive chain links on here, or not necessarily this one, but forging massive chain links on a bridge anvil like this. And this is different from the bridge anvils you'd normally see, which by themselves are not very common necessarily. The oil field bridge anvils are different. They're usually just a cast iron anvil, basically a pretty blocky, rectangular shaped bridge anvil that are really short compared to this. This one's 24 inches tall by itself. They are usually heavy like this, maybe even heavier. A lot of them are like 800 pounds. A lot of these are 800 pounds or so too. This is a lighter example. So really, this isn't a necessarily huge bridge anvil, but it is meant for actual work and meant to be taken care of and meant to be worked on a regular basis. It's meant to hold up. It has a really hard face. It has really loud ring and sound to it. I don't know how to pick up on camera, but you can imagine why it's so loud, because it has like all this resonance, like resonant sound going back and forth and all through the whole structure. It's really loud. It performs and sounds like cast steel, which is a pretty nice anvil type construction. So it's really nice. The only things that are wrong with it at all is that it has a few air bubbles in it from when it was casted, including that one. This is the worst one, and it's not even in the way, or doesn't even affect it at all. And the only damage is this, which doesn't affect it at all either, because there's so much edge on this anvil that it doesn't even matter. It has about 80% rebound over the face with the ball bearing, so that's actually pretty good, especially considering there's not very much mass under there. This is actually 2.5 inches thick right here. So it's about the same thickness you'd see on a lot of striking anvils, except this is hardened, tempered, and it has a lot more mass around the whole thing. So once I get a large London pattern normal anvil, or like a German, basically once I get another large, like very large anvil, this will probably be set aside and used as a striking anvil for if people come and want to do, you know, teamwork and stuff. But anyways, I am going to get to forging stuff here. I have to forge 9 more of those fire pokers. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and subscribing.